When I saw this story, the first thing that popped up in my mind was Stockholm Syndrome. Black people, again, I've always said that black people suffer from so many mental illnesses. They don't even realize they're suffering from it. That's the whole purpose of you suffering from a mental illness, is because you don't know you have a mental illness. And that's one of them is Stockholm Syndrome, cognitive dissonance. All right. Post-traumatic slavery disorder. But when you talk about shopping at a non-black owned business, getting beat up for allegedly stealing some eyelashes, and then black people come around and still go back to non-black owned businesses to patronize them, that's Stockholm Syndrome, right? Oh, but it comes around to, okay, as soon as something bad happens, like this black lady allegedly stole some damn eyelashes, which cost, man, please, it's not even worth mentioning how much it costs, because I'm pretty sure how much is made in China or somewhere in Asia is pennies on the dollar. These are facts. But as soon as something as bad happens in a non-black owned business where someone gets assaulted, shot, etc., here comes the boycotts. Here comes the marches. Black people do not know how to be proactive. That's the problem. You guys are not proactive whatsoever. The first thing you need to always focus on is your own people. And so since, black people and especially millennials in my age bracket, we have a combined, total spending, so-called spending power of $1.1 trillion. And then by the year 2020, it'll be $1.3 trillion. And 90% of our money goes outside of our own damn community. So based off what Dr. Claude Anderson says, our dollar bounces in our own community one time. That's it. In other communities, they bounce around 7-8 times. So we love to spend outside of our own community and not take care of our own. So when I read this story, I said Stockholm Syndrome, but at the same time, I don't feel sorry for the lady who got beat up. I don't. I don't feel sorry. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it is what it is. I don't feel sorry for that lady getting beat up. You shopped at a non-black owned business. All right. These people, they don't care about your well-being. They don't care about the so-called black community. They don't care. They don't. These are facts. All the time you see a whole bunch of non-black people set up their businesses in quote unquote black communities, or black people who are populated, right, in these areas, which is basically a black neighborhood. That's what it is. A black community is something where an official black community is something where the actual area is populated by people classified as black, but also run the government, and they establish and own and operate black owned businesses in that community. That is what you call a community. That's what you see in other communities, the Asian community, the Jewish community, et cetera, et cetera. All right. Native Americans, et cetera, et cetera. You see that. But black communities are few and far in between. These are facts. All right, family. So I just came across this article that said the Nation of Islam, and there's a video that accompanies this too. The Nation of Islam confronts Asian store owner Sung Ho Lim, who is the owner of Misha Beauty in Charlotte, North Carolina, and told him, now you have to deal with us. All right, I'm going to watch this video and express my thoughts and commentary on this, family, because I can tell you right off the bat, Nation of Islam, in this, I guess this is a North Carolina chapter, this is a fail, an epic fail. All right. So before I get into that, I'm gonna talk about that in particular. But for those of you who are watching me for the first time, let me introduce myself. My name is Chauncey, aka the Black Separatist, on this channel. I talk about counter racism. I also talk about issues that affect black people collectively as a group, and I offer my suggestions on how to replace this broken system of injustice, this broken system of racism, which is white supremacy, with a system of justice. So if you are new and you agree to that ideology, please subscribe to this channel. If you don't agree, subscribe anyway, because I need two things to happen: my view counts and my subscribers to go up, so my message can be widespread about replacing this broken system of injustice with a system of justice. So if you want to hate, watch, and troll, be my guest, because at the end of the day, those kinds of people are just view counts and statistics. All right, family. So enough with that promo. Yeah, getting back to this story. So Nation of Islam confronts Asian store owner that beat up the black lady who stole some damn eyelashes from the non-black business owner, right? Who set up shop, and I'm pretty sure this you're gonna see nail salons and hair salons, Chinese restaurants, liquor stores. That's a pattern that you see in every so-called black community. So, of course, it's in a black community, so quote unquote, right? That's where this particular non-black business owner set up shop. So I'm gonna watch this video that's on YouTube. The Nation of Islam confronts Asian thug who choked out black woman. Now you got to deal with Asian thug. You know who? Do you know who the real thugs are? Let me tell you who the real thugs are. The real thugs are the people allowing these non-black people to set up shop in the quote-unquote black community. That's right. The city officials. Okay? Your city officials allow that to happen. Anyway, let me play this video and give you guys my thoughts and commentary. So here we go. Sorry is not hard to say. But saying a proper sorry takes time to think through. Okay, it's just saying like I'm sorry, does not do it. Okay, well our request is 24 hours. But do know that the longer that you wait, the longer your store will be financially challenged. That's why. Not true. Black people again suffer from Stockholm Syndrome, cognitive dissonance, post-traumatic slavery syndrome. They're gonna go right back to that damn business and shop there. That's the first thing we do. We go right back there and shop at people who don't care about our well-being. All right? The people that oppress us. All right? Et cetera, et cetera. That's what we are programmed to do. The biggest thing, and I've talked about this before. The code of conduct thing I always talk about, family, and I've talked about this before. The three things you have to actually do to establish a code of conduct. Number one, support your own. Support black-owned businesses. There's online directories where you can look for a black-owned beauty supply store, a black-owned nail salon, et cetera, et cetera. Support your own. Let the dollar circulate in our own communities. Put your money in a black-owned bank. Let it sit there and let it and let the let the equity go up. Right? And get involved with your local government. So you don't allow this kind of thing to happen where non-black people set up shop in our own damn communities, quote unquote. All right? Set up a voting block. Set up a super PAC, a political action committee. We need to have some leverage. But let's establish that code of conduct. And those are the three simple things that I've always talked about. So it's on in the video. No matter, y'all can wait. You can wait a month. But do know that people will be out here demonstrating. Did you see the riots in Charlotte last year? And when you choke that sister, you don't know Eric Garner in New York City. Remember the man he was selling some cigarettes and got choked to death? You remember him? So that you just resurrected something here in Charlotte. It reminds us of Eric Garner. She had eyelashes in her pocket, but how much did eyelashes cost? They didn't find anything. Okay. They didn't find anything in her pocketbook. Let me just No, the first attack was allowing this non-black business owner to set up shop. That's the first attack. You see, when you have businesses that set up shop in areas that are populated by people who are classified as black, they do a survey. What they do is they do a couple of things. They survey the zip code to see the average income of the area. They survey the zip code to see the population based off race. Right? And they survey the area based off statistics of spending habits, of what do these kind of people spend their money on. That's how they set up shop in our quote unquote communities. These people just don't set up shop just to set up shop. See, that's the problem with black people. People classified as non-black, they are playing chess. We're playing checkers. And I've always talked about black people not knowing how to fight an invisible enemy. But we have to learn how to fight invisible enemies, people we cannot see or touch. And that's the system of racism, white supremacy. That is a system of systemic oppression. All right. So allowing this non-black business owner to set up shop in our quote unquote communities, that was the first assault right there. That was the first assault. Because, as soon as that business sets up shop, they're going to have a flood of black patrons, a flood of black people patronizing their business. And so the assault already started right there. So the energy is off. The energy needs to go to the city legislators, the city councilmen, the city officials for allowing this to happen. The energy is way off. The energy should not be towards this Asian store owner at all. He was allowed to set up shop there. All right? Finish playing the video.
We ought to be cherished. And as much as we spend in your store, that tells me that this didn't correlate for you. You came to this country to better your family? Well, we built this country on the backs of our people. And you said in 1 second that we didn't matter, that our lives had no worth. And you didn't respect our black women. That's all. Just leave it there.
Yeah, we will accumulate,
That's it.
what will satisfy this system, financially and otherwise.
You want to talk to me?
Okay? All right, you all right with that?
Oh, please.
Were you the one? Stay here. Were you the person who? No, it wasn't her.
Tomorrow morning. So call us. You call us tonight if you want to, okay? You have a good day. Let's go, y'all. Let's go outside.
I don't know. I guess that lady looked like she about to cry or something. I don't know who that lady was, but she looks like she's about to cry. I don't know why. But anyway, like I said, the energy is off. You know why? The first thing you guys should have been doing was confronting the city officials for allowing this to happen. Finding out when exactly he set up shop there, the date, where he applied for his business license, all of that stuff. All of that stuff is documented. Energy is way off. All right. The second thing y'all should have done is empower black people to support black-owned businesses. Let me go back to my screen. 50 black-owned beauty supply stores you should know. All right. This is what y'all should have been doing. Right here. And this shows you a list of black-owned beauty stores in the community. All right. I haven't even looked at this whole entire article. Let me see if they got some in Carolina. Let me see. Yeah, there you go. Look at that. Hair is on beauty in Durham, North Carolina. There's a number right there. Look at that. Wow. That's see what I'm saying? Your energy is off. This business should be getting so much publicity right now. It should have been getting publicity, period. I should say. Let me take that back. This should have been getting patronized by black people in the North Carolina area, since it's happened in North Carolina. All right. This business right here should have been booming with a plethora of black patrons. But no, we want to shop at non-black business owners who don't give a goddamn about black people, who don't have, our best interests whatsoever. All right. So, yeah, I mean, that was an epic fail by the Nation of Islam. I mean, that was just, it was a waste of energy. Waste of energy. Again, black people continue to do powerless things that don't make a change whatsoever. Confronting the Asian store owner. Ooh, his business is already there. It's already set up. It's been there for X amount of months, years, or whatever. It's there. So going forward, the best thing you can do now is empower a black-owned business that sells beauty supplies. That's what you should have been doing. Instead of going there to the Asian store owners and confronting them. Okay, like I said, go to and support a black-owned business, and go to the city officials and finding out, why was this allowed? Why isn't the city of North Carolina, or the city of Charlotte rather, why don't they have black-owned business incentives where a black-owned business can set up shop in the community and there's an incentive for that, right? Where are the black-owned business, loans or small business owners loans for black people in the state of North Carolina? Where is that at? Right? That should be talked about. That's my point. Going to your local government and getting involved. All right? But like I said, that was an epic fail by Nation of Islam. I don't feel sorry for that lady who got attacked. You should have shopped at a black-owned business. Whether she stole eyelashes or whatever. Now, you can say, well, yeah, she shouldn't have gotten beat up. She should have never showed up there in the first place. How about that? If she didn't show up there, she would not have gotten beat up for stealing some goddamn eyelashes. It's that simple. So, it's a continuous cycle, family. Black people, we suffer from a plethora of mental illnesses that we don't even know about because we have been conditioned and we have been, subjugated, marginalized, disenfranchised, oppressed, just devastated for over 500 years. And because of that, you have these kind of things. And again, you're going to have black people who are never going to change, which is why I call myself the black separatist. I want to separate from people who oppress us and separate from the black people who also disenfranchise us, right? Who are coons, who make our group, our people as a collective, feel less valued. Those type of people as well. That's my point. All right. So anyway, family, those are my thoughts on that. Let me know your thoughts about the story about the black patron who was choked out and kicked. If you haven't seen the original video, it's on YouTube. You can check it out. It's a 2-minute and 47-minute video. I'm pretty sure a whole bunch of y'all saw it already, but you can check it out. Asian store owner catches woman and for shoplifting, and he kicks her, takes her down, and chokes her or whatever. But again, that lady should have never showed up in that store to begin with, or that would have never happened. Would have never happened. All right, family. So those are my thoughts on that. Leave your comments down below, family. Until next time, Chauncey, a.k.a. the Black Separatist, signing out. Peace.